Very scary. They're very young. A lot of experience coming in the early stages of their careers. This tournament, whilst they're definitely not the favorites going into it, if they have a few series, they kind of keep up the longevity of their run, it's going to be such a good experience for them just to kind of just kickstart their careers.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be kickstarting here on Inferno. Sprout on the CT side here, Rolls going for the peek into mid, but not going to get any contact. Actually going up into apps for that one. Staehr, he's taking a look down Banana. Not spotting anything at the moment. For the win, playing this quite reserved so far, but that's the contact. And Staehr, he's going to fall back.
Here he is for the win, grouping up Banana early. Rolls have a little bit of a peek in towards top middle. Information gathered for Sprout allows this rotation to come over. 4 players now for the CTs.
Yeah, the stack, it's perfect if for the win decide to press the issue. Even a player up close here on the other side of this corner, Staehr, he's ready to swing out, and that's exactly what he does. Damage on the story, the flashback is perfect, but he is traded out by Agile, and now Lorx holding the line. He's going to fall back. Spitty also chiming in for one as well. That's DDias going down, and Lorx even on the fadeaway. It's a smoker down and through the blind. Spitty. No chance here for the win to find their way into this one. Sprout, they are stealing away these kills.
And unfortunately for the win, Alostos, he's the only one that remains in this 1 versus 4. Swinging on in, he's got a Molotov, and hang on, it's a good click, but that's about it. Too many rotations already forming for Sprout, and they will pick up the pistol.
Yeah, exactly. Those rotations early on were everything, and they weren't necessarily needed straight away just because those opening kills were so good from the site defenders, but as that clutch attempt comes through, it is shut down before it can even really begin. So now we see all the guns coming out for Sprout and for the win. They are relegated to those pistols. And Brandon, you mentioned about kind of this young roster and this opportunity on land, but on the Sprout side, there's two young guys as well, both Logs, as mentioned, and Staehr, also just 17.
Yeah, true. It's a very good opportunity for both of these teams, and especially just a lot of players we just come transitioning out of that online era. We're now trying to make these LAN environments more of a mainstay. Rolls peeking in towards the apartment. Instead it'll be slaxz on the MP9, dinking on down these players, and without any armor, it's going to be scary, but Arustos, he gets the knife and he picks up the MP9. It's a lot of money gathered.
What a steal. That bomb, though, has been dropped, so the chance of getting this round, it slowly dwindles as Staehr cleans them up. But that knife kill is going to give them a bunch of extra money going into the follow-up. Potentially could even bring out that T-side AWP early on. But Ostos actually finds another here. He's building up bag. He's planted that bomb. But Lorx, he shuts it down.
It's sweet rice on the server, and it's sweet, sweet money in the bank account for him. Lovely kill on the knife, $1,500 straight away, and a couple of kills on the SMG to boot. If you're for the win, you'd be quite happy with that outcome.
For those at home, the translation of his name is Sweet Rice. That's a very great joke there. Aristos, this was an incredible opener there onto Rolls. The knife coming through, and there's that AWP. Story gets it early on.
A bit of a scary prospect. AWP going up against the T side. I mean, it's on Inferno, it's a little bit of a difficult one. It can be a difficult beast to tame. You've got such narrow angles that you're peeking into. It's uncontested, more notably. Sprout, they've got the bonus. That grenade's going to do a lot of damage early.
Oh, he's even burnt down in the end. The utility is fantastic. Dias is also brought down low as well. And unfortunately, Jerk's not going to get that score back up into the positives anytime soon. Staehr, though, goes for a bit of a jiggle there, and he is punished. Lorx the only defender here on the B side. The rotation is coming through. It has to come fast. This utility is coming in.
Yeah, can't let Sprout get ahead of themselves. You're taking the lead early, but you don't want to be the maker of your own downfall. Lorx standing in the smoke. In fact, it's a team kill. Standing in the flames of the teammate. Means that for the win, have a limping execute coming on over. It means the rotations are here and the utility, it's perfect.
Flashbang's absolutely setting up Lorx for success here in Story. He can't even get into this site now. That bomb, it has been dropped. Now he's all alone. Has that AWP, but he just can't do anything with it. He's shut down immediately.
It's a clean-up job, even with the extension over towards top Banana. It allowed for the win to even up the playing fields, because it was that early utility of Staehr that netted Sprout the opener. And yeah, I mean, they are the youngest team here for the win. You can see the camera shots. It's just the fresh faces of all of them. It's an exciting prospect, not only for Portugal, but just for the scene. So many young players just coming through. We're seeing it all over the regions, and it's it's just a lovely storyline and a lovely journey for the win. slaxz peeking on in, down towards middle. Shoulder has been spotted, but the shot won't convert.
Yeah, but so much damage now done towards Beast there. He's holding the line against these aggressive team players. Even gets the kill on the jumping player. Actually, that was Rolls who found that one. And now Jerks, he has -1 kills. Gonna get that up to 0, but denied it once again.
And Jerks, he's actually the player, funnily enough, to look out for on this For the Win roster. He actually played very well against Eternal Fire in their opening series, despite losing. I think they lost Vertigo 16-7, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, he had 24 kills on there, despite it. A 1.14 rating. It was the highest across the entire server.
Yeah, definitely the one to look out for here for the win. AWP once again on the board. Story yet to be able to chime in with that one, but the contestant from slaxz is here. The peak getting ready in mid. Will slaxz walk into the crosshairs? Actually going to aggress into having a look in the second mid, but decides to think better of it, and he's going to back out.
A bit more of a patient one for the win. We know that they can get chaotic. Agile, he alluded to it in the interview, but the spam for Staehr, it's absolutely perfect. DDias dinked on down low.
That's banana control now secured for Sprout. They can focus their attentions over to the A side of the map, which is where these Ts are currently setting up utility. Smoke's coming through now onto slaxz. He's going to drop that incendiary to slow down any further assault. Jerks, he can't even aggress out a boiler off that.
Holds the momentum momentarily, but for the win with a Molotov off their own, but Rolls, he's just playing a little bit ahead of the smoke, and he somehow finds a little bit of a gap. slaxz, he's now occupying the space. He's retaking, he's walking his way back in.
He's the man to be looking for, but he actually decides to fall off. They're going to play a defensive line here, this setup. 2 players close to site, 2 out towards long as well. They've got the read on the stack here. Looking at Arostas as he swings out. Spinny is able to get the trade, even the second from balcony, but he gets taken down by Story, but now Rolls can activate and just shuts everything down.
Yep, they're all there in rotation, and it's a bit unfortunate that if you're a Sprout member, that the balcony kill even came in over towards site. The crossfire looks so strong. There was even an anti-flash on the balcony, but there's very slim margin for error there. But it doesn't matter. There's too many numbers, a lot of reinforcements there for Sprout, and they've got a real good control of the game so far.
Good signs. We did say they were the favourites coming into this one, so it's good to see they're off to a solid start here. 5-0 is the scoreline. For the win, want to make it 5-1. We'll see if they're able to do that with just Eagles and an AK. Hero one on the back of Story. Did manage to find a kill in the prior rounds, but needs to do a little bit more than that this time, especially with his comrade in DS going down early on. Staehr has looked really solid on these banana holds, always finding these opening kills. Rolls able to escape off the back of that flash.
Jerks peering on in, will meet his demise. AWP much better than a hand cannon. Story now going over the top of the logs. It's a couple of whiff sprays back and forth. And in fact, Sprout just get out a dodge. You can see that Launx, he's backed all the way away to site.
We've just been picked apart there. All these players just falling left, right, and center. No opportunity for trades coming in at all. And Rolls, he has a good lineup here with slaxz supporting from long as well. Utility is in play, but it's only on one of the players. Actually, there's 2 smokes, so they could potentially go for an attack here. slaxz holding the line. So these Ts make their way over. That smoke comes through, so it's going to block off his vision. We're going to put into Rolls now. He's even going to drop the utility to slow it down.
Well-timed Molotov. Just keeps for the win at bay, and where can they really go? Flash, that make it 2, and a smoke to boot for Agar. He's going to walk in towards the top brackets. 30 seconds left. A lot of defenders here for Sprout going up and over his Spiddy.
Gets dinged, but does find a kill in the process, so he can make his way into mini pit and Rolls. He can take contact, drops off the box. slaxz also holding bomb in towards library here. That's the bomb dropped. Now Story, he's shut down as well.
Yeah, can't quite write a tale of his own there, unfortunately, just with the deagle. And it all just falls by the wayside a little bit. It's just interesting as well, because obviously for the win, they don't really have this international exposure. They're starting to compete in some of these Pinnacle Cups, but they do most of their work on their T side on Inferno. They have a 53% conversion rate, but when they lose the early man, it doesn't often go well for them. It's a difficult task for them to really recover after going down 4 versus 5. And Sprout, they're really showcasing why.
slaxz here getting the smoke so they can go for this peak as well. Smoked off by the Ts in the end, but they can maybe go for a boost here above the half wall. continuing to take control towards Banana, not wanting to concede any part of the map, not wanting to let For the Win feel comfortable. But that flashbang is going to force slaxz off the line, so they do have to concede it.
At the very least, but the smoke is still there, so progress cannot quite be made. Instead, Top Rackets is where For the Win look to spring their attack. Lorx gets caught out, but he readjusts and he escapes.
Yeah, it's huge he's able to survive there. He can reposition now, and even though they've got control towards long, there's still 2 players in towards site. Both posted up towards Pit and Graveyard, and they have to keep wary of this player towards CT. Lorx can play complete spoiler here, and he's holding the perfect angle. Ooh, repositions just as Jerks comes through. But that firing, that's going to let him know that the action is coming, and he's good for the kill. Even, not quite able to convert it. Looked like he was good for it, but Story is able to get the trade. Now we're looking to these 2 players in pit.
Yeah, but this position is so perfect. The crossfire can completely nullify any of this. And if For the Win wanted to elect to go B, there's still 2 defenders. Defensive smoke puts out that Molotov, but DDias hits the shot over towards mini pit.
Yeah, that's kill now. It's all on Rawls. He has to find a multi-kill here. Has to find at least one. That's what he does. That's the bomb drop. They have to go and recover this. It's going to give time for these rotations to come through. They're not aware where their CTs are either.
There's only a Molotov for slaxz. He can throw that in towards the pit if he wants, or he could even deny the bomb plant on default. Instead, just skirting around his scope, trying to find an angle of opportunity. Staehr with one of his own. He trickles it on in. It allows the passage up towards short.
Yeah, he's made his way into the site now, and you can see how worried these 2 Ts are. slaxz has also rotated around, so they're both coming in from the same position here. This gets a little bit dicey. And also, he's holding the line here with the AK, and that smoke is now faded, so that cover has completely gone. It's all on these 2 Ts. They have to find a way in. It's not happening. They're just not giving up the kills, and now they have to aggress forward. Staehr trying to find this kill in the pit. slaxz does it. The Deagle swaps to it now. Story, he's able to shut it down.
Really nice play for the Win. They completely burn down the clock, and then when it feels like they're not going to peek into it, they double swing. Story, he's the savior. He nets the first round on the board for that T side.
He even finds the AWP at the end as well, so gets a bit of extra upgrade for his troubles. And For the Win bounce back with their first round off that defense. You can see Story here with this great multi-kill. Second, just holding line, just knows exactly where slaxz is coming from and walks straight into his bullets. So a sign of life here for the Portuguese squad.
A little bit. Very slight consideration. Just see the camera coach not too happy with what's going on at the moment. Sprout a little bit rattled perhaps because it looked so well. They started flawlessly. It felt like they had the game in the palm of their hand almost, because For the Win was just walking into their utility and into their setups, and it was a nice adjustment. You saw they slowed the pace down over towards Top Brackets, and when they wrapped in towards long, they completely isolated longs.
Scary thing for me is everyone on this Sprout squad is currently really performing. You know, it's barely a kill between. Oh, aggression up here. That's a player tucked in. Looks, he doesn't get cleared. He's able to find the kill. Does get traded out, but shouldn't have got that one.
It's almost like the grenade smoke just completely appeared in front of him, so he was able to just hide away just in the cubby. slaxz being dynamic on this AWP. He's now holding the angle.
Yeah, 3 CTs here, even off that opening kill. It's just the sole defender towards the A site. And now Staehr, he's going to get flashed through. That's a kill for free. And slaxz even finding one with the AWP. Oh, they just completely dismantle this banana hold from the T's.
That's as simple as you like from Sprout. slaxz gets the information. He actually pushes down top middle a little bit just to peek in. Sees that there's no contestation. The rotations are in off the back of the information. And For the Win, they haven't really been faking themselves out. Osala gets 1 kill on the Galil. He needs to find 3 more, and the difficult task is that there's a lot of CTs between him and the bomb.
Yeah, slaxz is holding the line with this AWP. Does get flashed up, but still has utilities. So they can just keep blocking him off there. The incendiary comes through, even takes a big chunk of health from that nade. A smoke can be rethrown to completely block this off, and with that clock ticking down, it does not look good for Rostos. Well, it definitely doesn't look good now. slaxz finds him through the smoke.
I mean, they will be happy right now, just sitting on the desk. Lorx, one of the standout performers, 9 and 2, throwing caution to the wind. He's so confident coming into this, and it's nice to see. It's often a scary prospect, especially when Sprout, they lose a series that they're not expected to in Hummers. I think it's fair to say that they were definitely the favourites going into that opener. It often kind of affects the mental, and it's kind of, well, how will they actually respond? And, well, pretty good response so far.
Yeah, it's good to see the 2 young guys, Staehr and Lorx, stepping up here, both leading the charge with 9 kills apiece. slaxz once again going for this aggressive peek. Doesn't find the timing though, so he's going to have to scamper out of there. It's just the AK in the hands of Agile here. 3 Deagles alongside him. Sprout in a good position here to potentially already secure the victory at the half.
A golden opportunity. Just the upgraded pistols. Everywhere for the win move, there's always a Molotov or a grenade. Immediately backed up by a smoke. Spiddy even tucking himself in towards the graveyard. Oh. Agile, he's just pushed his way up towards short, but slaxz there with the trade and now rolls. He can activate chiming in. It's a wonderful crossfire on A.
Yeah, slaxz opening that one up. It does look like it gets a bit dicey there with Spiddy going down, but the trades are good, and DDias does find a kill at the end, but is cleaned up by Staehr, who's holding the defense. So good stuff from Sprout. Don't let those Deagles do any extra damage that they didn't need to do. And now they get up to the 8th, feeling like they are completely in control of Inferno.
It always feels like they're out of ideas. They have got a good idea for the win of how to take the map control and try to get that early doors for them into the round. But then Sprout, when they just throw their retake utility, they flash back into angles. I mean, Ujerx is on -1 kills.
I feel so bad for him. He's been -1 for the first round and just has not been able to find anything to at least equalize his kills. 9 rounds in, yet to find a frag. DDias does find his way through this smoke, so he's getting a bit of control back towards Banana, but it's really a small consolation considering the point that for the winner at right now.
Could be a double swing in towards top brackets. Rolls. Just peeking over. Rotations actually have moved all the way over to B for Sprouts. There's only 2 defenders here. If For the Win elect to go for this push, flashing through the smoke potentially would be Agal, but instead it's Story to hold over towards top Banana.
Ooh, another hefty grenade. DDias, he's brought down incredibly well with that. He's flashing in the AWP for the peak. Not quite able to connect it, but keeping them on notice. 4 Ts now progressing up Banana. 3 CTs on the defense. They even know that this AWP is here, but they're committing to it.
They've only got 2 flashes to really get themselves in towards the bomb site. They have to go now, but there's just too many bodies here. Staehr, he doesn't even need his teammates. Already got a couple of kills. In fact, he's on for the hat trick. It's only Story that remains. That's a lovely shot onto slaxz. Potentially doesn't have any more in his locker. It's a quad kill for Staehr, and Sprout, well, they're on their way to potentially have a quick victory on Inferno.
Yeah, and those flashes are exactly what came into play there, right? Staehr can just sit there. He doesn't have to play anti-flash, doesn't have to tuck away. He just holds the line and they just walk straight into him. So he gets 2 for free and able to get the spray onto the 3rd as well, and then even closing out with the 4th kill. So great stuff from Staehr. Looking really solid here on the defense, and it was just such a readable take into the B site. They had 3 players there on the defense and they couldn't even get out of Banana, basically.
Timeout being called. Maybe it's a case of too little, too late. Sprout, they've already won the half. The next question is, how much further can they really extend their advantage? And by what I've seen so far, it would not surprise me if they get a significant number of rounds here.
For the wins map pick as well. So you are sort of expecting them to have a few different strategies up their sleeve, have some comfort plays, but they're just not being allowed to do anything here by Sprout. They're just taking this aggressive peaks towards second mid. They're taking control of Banana and they're just denying for the win the ability to play their game.
Upsetting scenes here if you're a Portuguese fan. And it's for the win. Russell, they've got experience that they've won against Saw twice. They even beat them in a best of 5. It actually incentivized Saw to make those roster changes. A little bit of a domestic rivalry going on. Might have to see it in the future, but for now, for the win, they are losing ground potentially in their run at conference.
slaxz even going for the cheeky wall bangs. Doesn't find anything, but he's going for these little cheeky picks. Not playing these defensive lines. He wants to try and steal away any opening he can. This time he's just holding from long though. Spiddy has been so instrumental up here. Ooh, actually, gonna get put on notice. He has to fall down. Little tag coming through. Towards mid, a smoke does come. The sentry in response, and they're actually hightailing it back to Banana.
That's always the case. Sprout, they're just saving their utility and just completely denying for the win any access. It just funnels them back in towards Banana. They've already got no other option. 2 defenders here for Sprout, so it's the weaker bomb site, but with the weaker weaponry for the win, they need to make it work.
Yeah, Lonk's holding the line here. He's going to drop the smoke as soon as the contact comes through. He has to fall off, and out there, he just swings out with the spray down, gets 2 for shots, even chiming in for the third, swaps to the USP. He's going to fall back so he can get off that reload. And that's Lonks' time to shine. He swings out. That's Jerks removed, and Arosdos, Deagle in hand, is sent to his grave.
Staehr is an absolute demon on LAN. He had an incredible performance against Hummers in the opening series, and now I think he's 18-4. This man is an absolute machine.
Yeah, looking absolutely unstoppable. You wouldn't be able to tell that he was just 17 years old, right? This is, you know, playing this LAN stage, the chance to go through into the main Pro League. That's a very intimidating position to be in as a young CSGO player, and he's not showing any nerves at the moment, looking so confident in his peaks, in his spray, in his gun control. It's fantastic.
147 ADR is absolutely criminal. Even landing a nade as well. No damage. DDias, he's the IGL for the win. It currently looks like he might be out of ideas. They reset towards the top brackets, but it's a double long setup that faces them.
Yeah, these smokes coming through. slaxz, he even gets it. The smoke doesn't plume in time. He's able to find the kill. Rolls also checked in for Spitty. He finds the kill. There's the trade though, but they're not going to clear Rolls. He comes out. That's the bomb dropped. And Spitty's also found a kill over towards him. They're just falling apart left, right, and center. Agile, the spray. It is awkward. He does eventually convert it. But the 1v3 now, that smoke dropped, and yep, no chance to get into it.
This really highlights the inexperience of For the Win. It's just even a simple setup like that. They're just not clearing their angles, the little nooks and crannies that Sprouts could be hiding in. They're just not prepared for it. It's in a few rounds where For the Win, they just assume an area is clear. They even pull out their knife. They pull out a nade to make themselves move that little bit faster to get in towards position. But that's not even a consideration. It's just an afterthought, and Rolls, he'll capitalize upon it.
Now going to force into this one. It's just Galils across the board. They are desperate to get a second round here on the T side, but Sprout are doing everything in their power to deny it. The double AWP setup is in play. The utility, it's raining out towards Banana, and it has slowed down this early aggression. Same
old story for Sprout. For the Win, try to go over change of pace. That flashbang is going to allow Staehr just to get one kill this time. No multi-kill offered up for him. Lonks on the secondary AWP. He's notably known for that.
Double AWP set up towards B. It is a complete crossfire here, straight into the firing line as soon as they opt to aggress here. Lonks, the peek comes through. He's actually pushing through in front of this smoke. He's even rewarded with the kill, fades away. And slaxz now, he's got his own AWP on the side. Are they going to be ready for this? And he's going to deny the bomb planter. He's going to reposition. He's still staying alive. DDias, he can't find him. He's tucked into second oranges here. The nade, it's going to come through and do a fair bit of damage. He's able to get the kill off it. Oh, he finds second on the Lonks. The bomb, though, it's dropped out in front of CT. He has to try and collect it.
Yeah, but they're both rotating in from Banana. It's actually a really weird position for DDias to be in. Does he expect both of these CTs to be at Banana?
Yeah, but smoke, though, that's going to give him the opportunity to come in. There's a gap in it. Oh, and Rolls, he exploits it. It looked like there was potential for the ace clutch to happen. But unfortunately, it is shut down immediately by Sprout.
Yeah, Sprout recover as they should. It should never be that close, and it's a scary moment. But the gap in the smoke, ultimately, that is For the Win's downfall. Sprout looks so comfortable right now, and it's not even their map pick.
Yeah, it makes you scared about Ancient if you're a fan of this For the Win roster, because Ancient is Sprout's playground, right? It's one of their favorite maps, and even starting on the T side, they're going to be a very scary beast to go up against. Yeah,
it's the fact that Sprout and For the Win love Vertigo, so obviously that's floated for the third map, but it's just another kind of tool in the Sprout toolkit. Nice nade to flash out slaxz from that position, and he even doubles up as well. It's a nice attempt, but
it's a really good attempt, taking down both of those AWP players and getting that opening. But unfortunately, not quite able to close it out. So now we go into penultimate round here. For the Win, looking to get their second round on the T side. Sprout up to 12. And once again, it's just Galils.
Working the way in. Creeping up towards middle of the T's. But Spiddy is holding short. There's no contact until slaxz can't quite hit that flick, but it was very close.
Yeah, the Inferno going to be dropped. He's going to try and escape, and this is going to extend this point up. Oh, the spray from Rolls. That transfer is fantastic on the Jerks. Completely removes him, and Story does get the trade in the end. Lonks is sitting in front of this smoke as well, DDias. Ooh, he's going to decide to fade away. That bomb is making its way towards CT as well. There's this strange engagements happening on both sides of the map as these two players facing off against each other on the back of smoke. An opening. Oh, that was a critical kill there. If DDias finds that, then there's an opening through CT. slaxz even gets a tag onto Rosdos. He's put on those, has to fall back. It's Story now. He's got the bomb, but he gets dropped. Now Rosdos with barely any HP in it. 4 players to find, and they are looking for him.
It's Lonx's kill on Banana that really sets for the win in their ways, because there was an opportunity where they were kind of in two minds of, are we going to go and flank Arch to B, or are we going to try and wrap A from Long? And ultimately, when that kill came in at Banana, their decision was all but made for them, trying to wrap in, but there was just simply too many players. Sprout had already rotated the correct number of players over, and it's just so easy for them. 13 rounds on the CT side.
Yeah, they're able to get these trade kills, right? They found that one towards Long, and then they thought that might have been an opening. But the fact that these trades come through after a multi-kill, it just feels like Sprout are getting away with way too many kills early on. slaxz even getting run boosted across now to hold mid. It's aggression quickly towards Banana. That's a lot of grenade damage, but Staehr looks, they just chime in for one apiece.
Flashbang as well. It actually catches DDias. Lonx. Absolutely unbelievable. And there's only one player now left alive for the win. It's a 1 versus 5 for Agil. It's going to be a difficult task, but he has got the bomb at least. However, Lonx has creeped up on him, but Staehr will make him fall.
14-1 is the scoreline at the half. We'll take a short break and we're back to see if Sprout can close it.
Your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy.
Well, for the win, not quite living up to their namesake here on their map pick of Inferno. It was a complete and utter dismantle by Sprout as they take 14 rounds coming into the second half.
Yeah, it's insurmountable. For the win, this is such a such a difficult position to be in. 2 rounds, all that Sprout need to close one out. They could just rush B every single round, and eventually something will stick. And I'm looking to Jax, hoping he can get off that negative scoreline.
Is he still there? Oh, that's rough.
I think that's where he ends the half.
Oh, no. Fist bumps all around for Sprout. Meanwhile, in the other camp, it's...
Smiles.
Yeah, a little bit. Probably like, oh, no, guys, what's going on? Unfortunately, look, when you come up against this caliber that Sprout... All right, they've got such a wealth of experience internationally. It's always a scary prospect, but look, they're a new team. They're going to gain a lot watching this one back, and they could potentially offer us something up here on this CT side. 2 defenders right now trying to collapse upon a Jerks. He's got a couple of kills, finally making his mark on the server, but it's currently still actually a man advantage for the win.
Gave him the caster blessing and gets 2 immediately. Up to positive 1 kills now, and DDias, he's on the defense here. Rotations have come through as well. 3 CT players over on this side of the map. Smoke comes through. Usually being thrown by Story. He's going to peek off that Staehr. He's going to find the kill onto DDias as he pushed through that smoke. So now they're going to progress forward. Oh, pushing through the smoke. Story though. Oh, the dig through the edge of the box. He's just able to get away and just escapes with his life.
2 versus 2. Retake needed for the win. Kit in play on Story, but he's the man that has been dinked down low. Staehr, full of confidence, actually might even get aggressive here with Launch.
23, 24 kills now on the tally for him. Looking to get his 24th, and that's actually denied at the end. Launch gets that one.
2 new stars of Sprout shining bright. Really spreading their roots here on Inferno series. Well, not quite. Map point already. Getting ahead of myself just a little bit, but it has been complete domination.
And this is the confidence boost I think Sprout needed, right? That they come into this conference and they lose to Hummer, which is a huge upset, right? I think they were a team that no one really expected to be going up against Sprout in such a dominant fashion, winning that series 2-1. Staehr opening up his account. Oh, Lonks as well chiming in. So it might be before I can even finish my sentence.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate here for the win. The bracket not really too kind to them. First coming up against Eternal Fire and now facing an elimination match against Sprout. Staehr has been absolutely ruthless. 26 kills now. Rostos about to extend over with the scout. Both of the defenders are on A, and unfortunately for them, the bomb, it's heading towards B.
It's not a great position to be with, especially with Rostos brought low already and just a Mach 10 recovered for Agile. That bomb, it does go down. The retake has to come through, but it's going to be one of the most difficult retakes in Counter-Strike history here. Especially with that smoke fading now, they can phase, and there's even a flank coming through. Lonks, he's hunting them down, and he closes it out.
Standard business as usual for Sprout. It was incredibly comfortable for them. Not even their map pick, not even really worried. Unfortunately for the win, it was a task too tall on Inferno. They need to look ahead now, but it's going to be an incredibly difficult road back. Heading over to Sprout's map pick, we're going to see the highlights here, and that was crazy. What did you make of that one?
Yeah, I mean, Sprout, you can see it's all smiles around. Look at that. They are so happy with that.